Hello children, today again we will solve NTSC and Olympiad questions. I have already explained you the meaning of NTSC. These questions are very interesting. We have done from question number 1 till 10. Now today we will start with question number 11. So here is question number 11. If A stands for divide, B stands for multiply, then 8A 4B3 equals to what? There are four options: A 6, B 4, C 35 and D 1. So first of all we will write what is the meaning of A. A means divide, B means multiply, and the equation which we have is 8A 4B 3. So children, first of all, wherever we have the letter, we will convert these letters into multiplication symbols. So 8A means 8, A means divide. So 8 divided by 4. B means multiply. So B means multiply and then 3. So the equation is 8 divided by 4 multiplied by 3. As per the BODMAS rule, as I explained you earlier, first we will divide, then multiply, then add and then subtract. So in this equation also first we will divide. 8 divided by 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Now 2 will be multiplied by 3. The answer will be 6. Again I am explaining you. First of all we will convert these letters into multiplication and divide symbol. 8 divided by 4 multiplied by 3. Whenever we have to do two operations together, we will use the BODMAS rule, and as per the BODMAS rule, first we divide, then we multiply. Can you see here? DMAS, D then A, M then A then S. So 8 divided by 4 is 2, multiplied by 3 is 6. So option number A is correct. Now here we comes to the next question. Question number 12. Question number 12. It says, which alphabet is within both square and rectangle but not in circle? Now in this figure we have one circle, one rectangle, one triangle and 1, 2, 3 squares. The question is, we have to find the alphabet which is within both square and rectangle both but not in circle. So first of all we will find the alphabet which are in the circle. This is a circle. In this circle we have alphabet E, B and D. So these three are wrong. Now we have to find the answer from C, F and A. They are saying the alphabet within both square and rectangle. This alphabet A is in the rectangle but not in the square. This alphabet C is in the square but not in the rectangle. So alphabet F is the correct answer. Alphabet F is in both square and rectangle. So the correct answer is alphabet F, option number D. Now we will solve question number 13. In question number 13 we can see a different figure which looks like a multiplication sign. In each symbol, in each design we have 5 numbers. Okay. 3, 2, 4 and 3 again, and in middle we have 17. We have to find out how have we got 17 here. In the second one we have 10, 6, 2, 5 and 62, and the last one we have 3, 2, 10 and 4, and we have to find the number which will come in the middle. So let's come to the first one and find it out. How have you got 17 in the middle? So let me do some operations. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. So by addition I am not getting it. But here is one clue, multiplication symbol. So let's try with multiplication. 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. And if I will add both the numbers, I will get 17. So this figure has given me the clue. This figure has given me the clue to multiply. I multiplied the numbers 4 and 2, that is 8, 3 and 3, 9. So after adding both the products, I am getting 17. So let's check for the next one. In the second one also we have 2 multiplied by 6 is 12. 10 multiplied by 5 is 50. Now I will add both the products. The answer is 62. Oh, very good. We got the same answer. It means what is the rule to find this? First we will multiply these two numbers together and these two numbers together. Then we will add both the products. The same we will do for the next figure. In the next figure we have 3 and 4. So we will multiply 3 and 4 together. 3 4s are 12. Then 10 multiplied by 2 is 20. Now add both the products. 32. So the correct option is D, 32. Isn't it interesting? I told you earlier these questions are very interesting and you will enjoy doing all these sums. Question number 14. Find the missing figure. It is a series of figures. In the first figure we have at the top we have 5 circles, then 1 circle and a sleeping line and 1 small dot at the bottom. Now second figure we have 4 circles, the same figure which we have here, 1 circle and a sleeping line, but 2 dots. It means 1 circle has been removed from here and 1 dot has been added. So 5 has become 4 and this 1 has become 2. Now I think you have got the clue. The next figure we have 3 circles, the same figure and then 3 dots. Now it means these circles are decreasing in each figure and these dots are increasing in the next figure. So following the same rule, in this figure we will have 2 circles, the same figure here and then 4 dots. Let's find the same one. Here we have 4 circles but we want to have 2 circles. 2 circles but we want 4 dots. 2 circles, 2 dots. Here we have 2 circles and 4 dots. Let's check again. 3. So next will be 2. And this middle figure is same. Here we have 3 dots. So in the next one as we are increasing, so we will have 4 dots. So again option number D is correct to complete this series. Here comes question number 15. This is also figure based question. Find the missing figure. This looks like a clock. 12, 3, 6 and 9 and this is one hand of a clock. So it is in this first figure the arrow is pointing at the top. In the next figure it has converted, it has turned and it is pointing at right hand side. In the next figure it is pointing at bottom and in the last figure as we can see this is moving clockwise. Suppose I have this pointer, then I have moved it to the next which is shown in figure number 2. Now again I have moved it. Now this is shown in the figure number of 3. Now I will move it again. It will be for figure number 4. So the option where the pointer is showing towards left will be the correct answer. That is option number B. Question number 16. Choose the correct mirror image of the figure V. Reflection of an object into the mirror is called mirror image. This is an object. In this object, the arrow is pointing towards northeast. Okay, this direction. But the mirror image, in the mirror image, it is opposite. Okay, it is showing to the opposite direction. So the question is, if the object is 736, what will be the mirror image of this number 736? So, to show you the mirror image of 736, I have written this number here along with my name, Shalini, and then 736. Children, whenever you want to find out the mirror image of anything, you can place the object in front of the mirror, you will get the mirror image. And the second trick you may apply is, you write it on a sheet of paper as I have written it here on a sheet of paper, then you turn the paper, turn it, you will get the mirror image of the object of the number. This is here 736. So we'll check the correct option, 736. Okay, in option number A we are getting it, 736. The next question is, what is the number of rectangles in this figure? We have to find the number of rectangles in this figure. So let's start counting. The first figure, the biggest one rectangle, and then second rectangle is the smallest one, third is this smaller, then fourth is this one, and the fifth is this. This is the fifth one. So we have the one big rectangle, then this big rectangle is divided into two parts. This is the upper part, 2, then this is 3, and this is the smaller one, 4, and this is 5. So here are 5 rectangles. Option number C is correct. Question number 18. It says that A, D, G, J, M, and we have to fill 2 more letters to complete this series. Children, we have a lot of questions of series. A and D. What is the gap between A and D? A, then we have missed B and C. A, B, C we have left, means 2 letters we have skipped, and then T. After D, E, F we have removed, we have skipped, and then G. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. It means the first one will be P. Out of these 4 options, we have P at A and B. After P, Q, R should be skipped. S. S will be the next one. So option number B is correct. Question number 19. In this series, we have 3 places together. Okay. In the first place, we have an alphabet. Second place, we have a numerical digit. And third place, again, we have an alphabet. This is a letter A, 1, then letter C. In the second, letter B, then 2, then D. In third one, letter C, 3, and then E. So let's start the first one. A, only the first place we will check. A, B, C. So next will be D. We have D in all the options. Next digit 1, 2, 3. So next will be 4. Now we have 4 in 3 places, not in the last one. Next C, D, E, F. So option number D, 4, F, A is correct. Option number A is correct, which says D, 4 and F. Children, these are very easy. It seems little bit difficult and confusing, but it is very simple. If you will break them and you will start finding the answers for each places, You will get the answer easily and correctly. Now question number 20. If the difference of 1000 and 200 is divided by 10, the result is. Difference of 1000 and 200 means, what is the meaning of difference of 1000 and 200? Difference means minus. So first of all, we will find the difference of 1000 and 200. So I am writing here 1000 minus 200. Children, look at carefully that I have written 200 at the correct place. Ones, tens, 100 and 1000. So 2 I have written at hundreds place. So now when we subtract it, it is very simple. We will get 800. So the difference of 100 and 200 is 800. It is divided by 10. So if you will divide 800 by 10, I will tell you the simplest way here. You cut 1 0 here and you cut 1 0 here. And the answer is 80. At this time, I am not telling you the complete process. I am not telling you why we are dividing and what will you get. I am just telling you the shortcut methods. If you have to divide 800 by 10, how many zeros are here? 1 0. So you cut 1 0 from here and cut 1 0 from here, from the ones place, and the remaining will be our answer. So answer is 80. The result is 80. Option number C. I'll read the question again. If the difference of 1000 and 200 is divided by 10, the result is. So the difference of 1000 and 200 is 800. It is divided by 10. So answer is 80. Thank you so much, children. Please solve these questions. These are very interesting. We'll again meet in online class and we'll solve it again. Thank you.